Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to an episode of Formula 1 2020 My Team Career, this time for the British Grand Prix. So let's get right into it. So here I am going around the Silverstone circuit for my flying lap in qualifying. Now, as you can see, I am in P3 at the moment and about 8 tenths down. I think it was like 6 tenths down on Gasly's time, so quite a lot slower than our teammate over here. Actually, Norris in the McLaren is in P2 as well, so I'm not really sure if it's like a problem with the setup or something, but I did change it for this last run. Moved the nose up one and kind of messed around with the tyres as well, hoping that would kind of help me get a little bit more out of the car for this final run in qualifying. Because of course we are still fighting with Gasly for the championship. This is only round 6 out of 10. So still a long way to go, lots of points to gather. Anything could still happen within these last 4 or 5 of this races. As we lose about 3 tenths over there, gain back 2 over here, make that even 3. And across the line over here, what is it going to be? About 4 tenths gained over there, and it's only going to be a P4. So, not the best. I'm kind of used to being in P1 or maybe P2. But from Gasly, from Hamilton, from Aitken, from me, so we've got quite a couple people to overtake. So let's see how well we can do in this race.
Welcome along then to Great Britain and the Great Silverstone Circuit for today's Grand Prix. The 3.6 miles of the Silverstone Circuit in Great Britain is hallowed ground to the Formula 1 faithful. We have 18 corners that wrap around this former World War II airbase and some good passing opportunities at the end of the DRS zones. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Let's talk about Red. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
They've been avoiding mistakes and have had solid pace, so it's been a good season so far, but whether they can keep that up long term remains to be seen.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Pierre Gasly lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Aitken, Red, Charles Leclerc and Norris, Vettel, Ocon, Perez and Daniel Kvyat, Sainz, Ricciardo, Antonio Giovinazzi and Stroll, Verstappen, Russell, Romain Grosjean and Jordan King, Albon, Magnussen, De Vries and Nicholas Latifi. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Okay, so here we are getting ready to start the British Grand Prix in Season 4 of my team career mode. We get a quite slow start then. I kind of put the power on and the other people around me, well, mostly Jack Aitken kind of falls behind. But we are still side by side going into turn 2 over here. But there you go, I kind of go on later on the brakes and kind of block him off over there. Up to P3, a podium already, which is nice. But if we finish like this, I'm pretty sure Gasly is going to overtake me in the constructor's standing. Not the constructor's standings, the driver's standings. So we've got to watch out for that. We've got to at least pass Hamilton. I think we are going to then even on points if we do pass Hamilton right now. So that's kind of like the main goal, at least finish P2, because as you can see, we're on lap 2. And Gasly is already 2 seconds ahead, so he's definitely got the better setup. Where I'm just not driving as well as normal, and I'm kind of off the pace in this race. as we tried to send it down the inside of Hamilton over there. Didn't work though. Went a bit too late on the brakes, kind of overshoots, so Hamilton overtakes us once again. Of course, lap 3 DRS. So we can close up on Hamilton over here. Now we try to overtake him once again over here, but well, normally when you're on the outside, you kind of get pushed out and kind of are out of the race. Well, not out of the race, but kind of out of the fight, at least for the time being with the player on the inside. But Hamilton wasn't. He gave another go, and he is still having another go over here. But we do get past him and we do stay ahead of him. But as you can see, lap 4, Gasly 4 seconds ahead. He's like at least a second faster than us per lap, which is quite a lot because we are in the same car. I just must have messed up something in the setup or something to make it, or to make me 1 second slower in the race. Maybe I've got too much fuel in as well, maybe. I definitely did have a little bit too much fuel in. I kind of felt like I was a bit slow around the corners, unlike normal. As on lap 6 over here, Hamilton coming at us again. We actually have to go off the racetrack over there, as we just go out wide over there, but we are still fighting side by side for P2 over here on lap 6 with Lewis Hamilton. Now that is the person I am going to try to get in the car for next season. His contract, well, as we go into pit on lap 9, we actually went to pit on lap 7, but I kind of stayed out, tried to kind of make Gasly do something, but Gasly is still going on the softs, so I'm not really sure where he's finding this pace from. As we box in for the mediums, along with a couple others. There's still a couple other cars going past, which we're going to have to pass, but of course they still haven't pitted for new tyres, so we are quite good for that. But yeah, Lewis Hamilton, I want to get him, I want to sign a contract with him for season 5. The contract costs 24 million, and I do actually have that. I'm pretty sure after this race I got around 30 million. So I am going to have enough for him and a bit left over just in case anything happens. And in like the driver market, he is of course the best driver, the most qualified. Gasly right at the moment, right now, he is actually a higher rating than Hamilton, but that is because of our simulator over here. As we pass Leclerc over here, who DNF'd. I was kind of hoping for a virtual safety car while I was going in, but that didn't happen. But yeah, Gasly right now, I'm pretty sure is 100 rated. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is 100 rated, but of course that's because of our simulator and stuff. So if we put in Hamilton, he is going to be 100 rated as well, which is going to be really hot, really fun to see what he can do in this car. But as we cross the line in a pretty decent P2.
Well, they've done a brilliant job, I must say, under some intense pressure to take a well-earned victory here at the British Grand Prix. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
So there you go, a P2 from us, from Gasly, who finished in P1. Who actually tried getting the fastest lap on the last lap, but Jack Aitken got that as he finished in P3. Driver standings, Gasly, same points as me with 4 races to go. Hamilton only 1 point ahead of his teammate Jack Aitken, so the fight for 3rd place is also going to be quite interesting. Constructor standings, we are 123 points away from Mercedes, so we're probably most likely going to win that. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.